I got this idea of a magazine a long time ago, and I've cut a 11 by 6 inch piece of paper or poster board, and I cut 4 of those out, and I actually did an extra one just in case I mess up, and I got the poster board from the dollar store. Now the idea, it calls to fold the poster board in half short ways in the middle, and when I did that, it actually started ripping the paper up, the black off the paper, and it was white underneath, and it was a very thin layer. So I don't know if you purchase these somewhere else, if it would be a little bit stronger for folding it. So since I can't fold the paper without it ripping, I am going to draw a line down the middle, and then I'm going to take a paring knife and just lightly go over the top layer and make a crease so when it folds it won't rip. So the first thing I'm going to do is measure in the middle, and it doesn't have to be precise, but I'm going to try to get it in the middle of the paper as much as possible. And when you cut these out, you know, of course I cut them in, it's not exact on each side, so I know the middle line is going to be off a little bit, but it'll still work. So I'm going to measure this out and put a line in the middle. Turn it over and do the same. And I'm going to just draw a line across. And I have a white pencil, and just so it shows that better, but it will show up with a regular pencil. And so I have a line, so now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take a paring knife and I'm going to go across the line really lightly. I'm doing this on the workbench because I don't want to go through on accident and cut my table. And I don't feel like it went through enough, so I'm going to go back over it. Maybe just a little more. I want to go through it enough that it folds, but not too much that it rips in half in 2 pieces. That line up a little bit. So you can see the white line under the paper, just a really thin layer. And the other side is still intact. And so now we have a paper that will stand up. Alright, so we're going to draw the body on. The head is going to go on separately. And it's just going to be a simple drawing. So you can see that my lighting is kind of bad right now because of the back window, but there's a little bit of a curve in at the top, and then it goes into straight down at the bottom. We do that, and then decide about how long you want the other side of your cat. And we'll do the same thing. Take my ruler. Erase slightly if you have to. All right, so, and then I did the back, and I have the back a little bit more straight because I used the ruler. You can see that, both sides there. So there's the outer edges of the cat legs. Remember, this is going to open up, so you're going to have 4 legs. And then we're going to just do a curve on the inside. And honestly, you could just change it around if you want to make the shape of it different. So I'm going to go ahead and use the ruler as I go straight up for the inside of the leg. And over here, I'm going to do it about the same. And from there, I'll start curving it in. They don't have to be in a precise look or measurement. You can change it if you want. You can kind of see. I'm sorry again about the lighting. There we go. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to cut that out. So on the bottom of the foot, I'm going to take pinking shears . Those scissors will give it a look of toes, like you have toes on the bottom of the feet. Let me show you the pair I got. I have the back and forth edge on them. If you don't have those, it's not necessary, of course. So this is what I have right now before I do the toes. And this edge is more rounded, so I'm going to put the head at this part. So now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do the toes and just cut a little bit off the bottom. My dog is in the back. I think I cut a little bit too much on the other side, so I'm going to just take a little bit more off of this side. All right. So that gives a toe look. So now I'm just going to take a spare piece I have here, and I'm going to make a bushy tail. I don't need this big of a piece. Again, you just kind of draw it. You don't have to be precise. I'm going to just go ahead and I'm going to draw it a little bit bigger than I'm going to want it, because I'm going to take the pinking shears again to this to make the bushy tail look. And then, so here's my drawing. And on this part here at the bottom, I'm just going to go across straight. And if I goof up, I can always just cut another tail out. I'm going to cut the end of the tail straight. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the part that's going to be the back part of my cat, which would be the more straighter part, and this is like the backbone. You know, even folding it, it kind of got like a white line still on the paper, so I might take like a black permanent marker and go over the line if I need to. So we're going to cut a vertical line about right here, a ways from the end. Just a small one, start off small. So I don't know if you can see it. Let me put my finger to the end of it. That's about the end. The tail is going to go inside this line here, in that little crease. So the tail will be standing up. But before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go around the tail with the scissors, the pinking scissors, and make the tail bushy. Again, because this paper is the way that it is with the white underneath, it's making a bit of a white line around the edge. So that's not quite how I wanted it, but yeah, I'm a little disappointed about that part. I don't know. It's not letting the design stand out because of that white paper underneath. So I'm going to try to fix it. So I went ahead and I recut another one, and this one, let's see if you can, it seems to have come out better. You can still see the white line around it. I might take a black marker and go around this. Honestly, I've never had such a problem with poster board before when it came to cutting it. But yeah, this one is lousy. So, I don't know, you might want to look into getting poster board from somewhere else besides the dollar store. That's just my opinion. There we go. So, I stuck it in the thing. So now you can see how it's going to have that tail effect, the bushy tail effect. So now we're going to go on to the next step, and we're going to make it so it stands up better than what it is right now because I haven't opened it up all the way. There you can see. And we'll put a head on this poor thing. Now here's the part, the head, that I'm changing from the directions. Calls for a bigger piece than this. It's like a 3.5 by 6 inch piece, and there's some folding and cutting to do, and I'm like, no, that's too much. I am just gonna do a 3.5 by 3.5 piece that I've got here. I'm gonna cut out. I'm just using some of my scraps here, and I have more pieces over there. And I'm gonna cut this piece out. So I think I'm gonna measure from up here. So measure here. And across here. Maybe I better go up the side here. Make sure I do 3.5 this way. Pencil that broke. That was not good. Alright, so I'm going to cut that out. So now I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to draw a cat head on this. The idea of their measurements was kind of the front part of the cat head pulled out like this, and the back part was hair. Probably gave it more of a 3D look. So kind of like a muzzle coming out. So my idea is just to do the way they did the tail. So basically the head's going to look like the tail. And I gotta go sharpen my pencil. So drawing this, I'm going to leave the flat edge on because I'm going to use the same concept of cutting a vertical slant in the front of the body, just a little ways away from the end of the body, and sliding the head down in there. So I'm going to leave the bottom part of the head flat and draw up from there. Doesn't have to be precise. I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to draw on the ears. And I believe in the way that they did it and they folded that head over, it made two ears still attached to the one piece but kind of popped behind the muzzle. If that makes sense. I'm just going to go ahead and draw my ears on. See. Okay, so now I'm going to cut that out. I made these a long time ago, and I remember when I made them a long time ago, it's come back to me that I skipped that whole part too back then of the more difficult cutting. Alright, so I have the head cut out. And before I attach the head, I have a piece of yellow construction paper. And I am going to go ahead and draw 2 eyes on here. So I'll go ahead and we'll do flat lines on the bottom of the eyes. So I'll go ahead and use my ruler and just kind of make 2 equal amounts here. I think I'm going to do 3/4 of an inch wide, or should I do bigger? Let me measure this up to the eyes. I want them to be nice, bright, big, bold eyes. I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do 3/4 of an inch. That way it'll be nice and wide. Here. And then I'm going to do another one. So I got 2 of those. They're 3/4 of an inch each. And then I'm just going to go ahead and half round them off. If they're not perfect, it's okay. This just kind of gives you, or helps you, give you a guideline of cutting them out. You could cut out different eyes too, of course. You could cut them any way you want. And I am making 4 of these, but I'm just going to do the one on camera. Okay, so I got a glue stick, and I'm going to simply glue those on my eyeballs where I want them. I'm just gonna, with a permanent marker, I'm just gonna draw the pupils. Little diamond in the middle. So there we have the face. Don't think I want to attach a paper nose. I think I'm going to take my white pencil and go down a little beneath the eyeballs and just kind of make the same kind of shape nose as the eyes, but upside down. So now I'm going to make whiskers. And I want to make the whiskers long enough that they stick out from the face some. So I am just going to take these and hope that they cut without being weird on me again. All the way down this long piece here. That wasn't too bad. Okay. And now I'm going to cut down the other side of that. Go back up it. And I'm going to make it the other side of the whisker. Let's see if I can do this. Alright, that wasn't too bad. I have a long whisker, which I'm not sure exactly how much I'm going to use until I hold it up to my cat. So I'm going to go ahead and straight edge cut with the straight scissors a piece off. And then I got some left. So I'll go ahead and put that about where I want it. I think 3 would probably be enough on each side. You can see. Hopefully. There you go. And I'm going to go ahead and cut 1 more for that side and 3 for that side, and then I'm going to glue those on. Okay, so here's my cat head. I got the whiskers on. I went ahead and drew a mouth and some teeth on it. And because of the paper, the way the paper is, my whiskers are outlined in white. I don't know. What do you think? Kind of doesn't look bad. It kind of outlined them, made them stand out. But if you can find some better paper than what I did. So now at the top, about that far end, just a little far, I'm gonna make a vertical slit again for the head. And I'm going to start off short and cut it deeper if I need to. And I'm going to insert the head in there, in the middle. And there you have your cat. Now if you want to hang it up, you could maybe use a punch hole and put 2 punch holes here in the center, like maybe one here and one here. Do the string through, or the best way it'll hang for you. You could hang it up, or you could stand them up. And I'm going to try to attach these to my garland. And I had my garland going across the roof. I'm not sure. I might do my garland more of hanging down straight, because I'm going to be attaching a lot of things to it. So We'll have to see where that goes. And here's the Halloween cats to hang up or to set up on a shelf or whatever you'd like to do with them. I hope you like this video. Please give it a thumbs up and thank you for watching, and I hope you subscribe. Bye!